Hey, this is Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys, and I love the Grandstanders! Take it away, kid!
The Grandstanders Live here on Big TV. My name is Scott Kerman. I'm your host. I'm joined by my usual cohorts, Uncle Joe McLaughlin, and he's JP's first son, Tim Hoey. Well, we have another great show for you, right? So, boys, let's get started. But first of all, we have to say we are celebrating tonight the Grandstanders Live 200th show. 200th. What a great accomplishment. And I want to thank, of course, I want to thank the fellas.
It's all for you.
Oh, no. I want to thank the guys behind the scenes, of course, Handsome Todd, the lovely and talented Adrian, and William, the intern, and everybody who's ever been on our show, including, of course, our great friend Alan Camo, if you remember them. Yeah.
Remember that great opening we used to have with the 6-year-old soccer players?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we've gone a long way. You're right.
Is it me, or does Todd get handsomer every day?
It does. Yeah. And it's being monitored on a weekly basis.
He's a behind-the-scenes guy.
Yeah, right.
Ladies, he's true eye candy.
And
I'm
William
just telling you right
has
now.
come of age.
I'm a little worried between Tim and Todd.
He has a bad
kind of a cute Tim and Todd, right?
And you put him in that badass Charger, or is it a Challenger? I don't know.
All right, boys. Well, our 200 show has begun with. We'll start with the Celtics. It was the AllStar Game on Sunday. Kind of a weird time for an AllStar Game, seeing that the Celtics have 24 games left, right?
Scotty, I watched that All-Star Game for
30
seconds. It was the most.
I was going to say,
it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's just a dunk drill, right?
They all go there and they must compare contracts. There's no other use for it.
It's just like the NHL, just absolutely no
Three-point
defense.
festival.
There's only one good All-Star game, and that's Major League Baseball, right? We can agree.
Yeah, it's still. It holds true to the game.
That's a great point.
It's logistically, you can't have a real game of football. I mean, it's too violent. Hockey, the same thing.
Right.
Basketball, no defense.
No, the basketball one used to be pretty good.
Well, not anymore, though. Not anymore, though.
Yeah, because they pick up games.
Now it's alley-oops and whatever they can. Whatever extravagant thing they can do.
Yeah. So the Celtics are 37-21 at the All-Star break. That's 638 basketball. And if you figure they got 24 games left, if they could go 18-6, that's 55 win total. And that's probably what we had them at beginning of the season.
I don't know. The over-under was around 60, wasn't it?
Is that right? But, we figured around 55.
Right? I think the big thing was the East is stronger than anyone expected it to be.
That's right. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
The three teams ahead of us right now all improved. Kawhi Leonard added to Toronto, who was the first number one seed last year. And Milwaukee looks strong, even though Middleton's hurt now.
Indiana's strong.
Well, no Oladipo.
But still, they're playing well. The Sixers, obviously, we knew they would do well. And then they improved themselves with Butler. And, it's going to be a very interesting...
And Tobias Harris to boot.
Right, it's going to be a very interesting next couple of months, and then, of course, going into the playoffs. All right, boys, if you're a Grandpa Gordon Hayward lover, and I'm not, I think you may still have time he may still have time to save his season. Would you agree, Timmy?
I don't know if it's going to happen this season.
He hurt today's news was he twisted his ankle, and now he's day-to-day. So he's not going to start this huge recovery yet.
No, right. But is there a chance? Look, he can definitely, if he plays well in the playoffs. We saw that Al Horford his first playing season, right?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't play well in the regular season, but he was clutch in the playoffs, and it kind of changed the narrative.
I don't see the raw material there right now. I don't know what he did in Utah, but I haven't seen really any glimpses of that. I see a guy who's an average NBA player right now. That's all that I see.
Now, news in the last couple of days about the Celtics broadcast, they're down 27%.
I'm
from
flabbergasted
last year.
by that.
That's a huge statistic. I know that great expectations for this year that I guess have not been met yet, but that's bizarre, right?
Oh, unbelievable. They've put together a star-studded team, and with all these rumors going on, they're in the news all the time, above the fold on every day.
But, Joe, is it that maybe, unlike the 2018 World Series champion Boston Red Sox, that this is not a likable team? Individually, personality-wise?
I'm tired of the soap opera, to tell you the truth.
Right, so that
between Hayward, Kyrie, it's all... Go play basketball, please.
So individually, to me, they're tough to root for now.
You know what? I don't get the ratings because in my house, we've watched the Celtics more this year than we've ever watched.
Same in my house.
It's must-watch. For me right now, it's kind of must-watch television. I don't understand the... I think they're a very exciting team to watch. Kyrie is certainly electrifying to watch.
But Timmy, 27%.
I know.
That's huge.
I really
huge
don't
number.
understand that because... as much as there might be some little drama going on, that might add to the ratings, you would think. I really don't understand it.
So Brad Stevens, during his little All-Star break vacation, booked it down to Florida to meet with Alex Cora and the Boston Red Sox. Do you think maybe the first question he asked Alex was, now tell me, how do you get the players and the team to like each other?
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. That brings a smile to my face that he did that. Because he wants to continue to learn and grow and progress. And as we've talked about multiple times, this is the first time that he has been coaching a team where he was expected to win. He's always been the underdog. At Butler, when he had IT here, blah, 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 going against LeBron, we've always been the underdog. So this is a big learning curve for him right now, I think.
It was interesting to go back to Cora for the second season to, maybe he's become his Yoda.
And to Farrell before that. I guess
right.
he does this every year at the All-Star break.
So, NBA players are getting to be big-time divas, right?
My God.
I mean, it's starting to be where they're
way over the top now.
They're over where it's not even teams now; it's just players, right?
Yeah.
And does Adam Silver have to? I mean, he's allowed the patients to run the asylum simply enough. Doesn't he have to reel this back in?
Well, they're going to have to get rid of the All-Star game. It's just become a meet and greet for these guys.
Right, exactly.
This is, for them a little convention for them to decide which teams they're all going to play on the next year. Get rid of it.
It feels like an exclusive club of stars, right?
Well, on the one hand, everyone is an individual, and we all have the right to work where we want to work. And I mean, for years, the owners...
Well, not in sports.
For years, the owners have been,
right.
I don't want to say it, the plantation owner. In some ways, back in hockey, they had these guys by the nuts. They couldn't do anything that they wanted.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they do have the right to do it. But I think that a lot of these players are forgetting the bigger picture. The appearance to the Joe average fan who's struggling to pay the rent every week. I'm getting a little sick of it myself.
Yeah. So, all right, let's talk a little basketball. Shemi, who I've become a huge fan of. I know of his second. No, really. I think this guy, at each game that he's come in, obviously he had great defensive ability his first season, but he's shot much better. I ask you, should his minutes increase moving forward for the rest of the season? And will he be the guy that will take a large majority of the minutes that Marcus Morris has currently and next season?
Well, barring another, pickup, yes, he will take more. He works the pick and roll nice now. He said some mean picks out there.
So, Timmy, if we're giving up lots of assets in the offseason to get an Anthony Davis, then a guy like Shemi's going to have to play a key role next season because we're going to have lost a lot of guys.
I like Shemi. He's almost like every Celtics team has a mascot. Who's the guy, the white guy, the tall guy that does the the announcer.
Ryan
Ryan
No,
Scalabrine.
Shemmy's so much
No,
better than that.
I don't. No, see, I think I like Shemmy sticking him on a defensive assignment on somebody, someone's offensive scorer. I don't see Semi being in the starting five.
No, I
If
didn't
Semi-
say
no.
And Marcus Morris wasn't a starting player until,
No.
15 games into the season. He's always been a bench guy.
Yeah.
And Marcus Morris very well may go back to the bench in the playoffs.
Yeah, when they put the two Marcuses up to the starting five there. But I can see Shemmy, if Anthony Davis is here, he's going to need someone to protect him and someone to go in there and give a few whacks to the other team,
Yeah.
I think Shemmy needs to be about 4 inches taller to assume that.
Well,
right.
he's getting wider.
Oh, do I
can't
wish
get
I
any
had
wider.
4 inches taller. Trying to wear shoes that are 4 inches taller. All right, we go to the Boston Red Sox, the World Series champion Boston Red Sox. Maybe you heard that.
Yep.
All right, so John Henry was only saying, he spoke, the owners.
I liked what he said.
But he admitted what I've been feeling for 5
Yeah.
years now. We should never have given up Jon Lester, and we
Yep.
completely screwed up. Now, the moment I heard that, I want to get you guys' reaction. The moment I heard that, I was like, okay, he's just trying to throw Larry Lucchino under the bus just a little bit more. Did you feel that way?
I didn't hear that, but now that you say it,
No, I'm just saying, he didn't
I'm
say
buying
anything about
it.
Larry.
Yeah,
He didn't say anything about Larry.
I'm buying what you're selling
Because it
there. I
doesn't seem,
do.
Joe, like a
Yeah.
weird time to
Yeah.
start talking about Jon Lester. And the fact is, I didn't even think you could talk about other players on other teams.
I think it was is in context with this potential sale that they were
right.
talking to sale.
But kind of weird, right? Mention Jon Lester at this
It
point.
was so obvious.
yeah, they weren't going to lowball him like they
Do you
did
remember
last time.
When it was going on, how absurd we all thought it was that they were letting this guy go.
Oh my God! One of my favorite players of all time. I mean, we're talking about a
Absolutely.
cancer survivor, a guy who was a horse, willing to do anything.
Literally a horse, Scott.
Literally.
A
And-
horse.
Except throw to first base.
But you win. No, he didn't really have that problem as much when.
I guess he did, but
No,
it
not
was
with-
never uncovered here.
Yeah, but had just won a World Series in 13.
Yep.
He was the guy at the press conference after the final game who took control of the press conference. Yeah, I miss him. But just one little fact. So we traded him in 2014 for Cespedes.
Yeah.
We then traded Cespedes for Porcello.
Yeah.
So and Porcello ends up winning a Cy Young here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it kind
And
of...
another world
Yeah,
championship.
it kind of absorbed our loss in the sense that at least they didn't give him away for nothing.
Every time I saw Lester pitching, after he left the Red Sox, I'd shake my head. That was one of the more horrible contract negotiations of all time.
And you knew
And
so,
the Cubbies did end up
so
winning a world
Lucchino
championship.
deserves to be constantly reminded of screwing that up.
and
because he
Theo
did.
jumped on that, Timmy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't need.
Well,
hesitation.
we do have our Worcester
What
viewers,
was
so we'll
going-
take it easy
what
on
was
Larry.
going through Lucchino's head on that? I mean, it was
no,
idiotic. It was idiotic.
Look, it cost him. He's been exiled to Rhode Island since. So
No,
he is,
Worcester now.
Worcester now, yeah, but okay,
yeah.
now fine. Oh, yeah, right.
There was always
you're right.
there was always something
All right,
about
you got me there.
There was always something about Lucchino that rubbed me the wrong way.
See, I think Larry, he came upon apparently 1-to-1 he was very good with people.
Oh, yeah.
actors and stuff. But he very pompous when you see him on TV and stuff.
Yeah,
you agree?
very elitist, as far as his treatment of
But we've heard a lot of good things
the
about
hoi
him.
polloi.
You know what he
But a
struck
lot of
me-
good. Hey, I can say we know a lot
Mike
of people.
Dukakis swears by him, said he was a great guy.
But also every guy I've ever talked to about Lucchino who works for the Red Sox, the ushers, the ticket takers have always said
And
good
we
words.
talked to
about
them all.
See, that surprises me. He struck me as somebody, if you were doing good, he'd pat you on the back, and the second you might have stumbled a little
Give
bit,
you a kick in the ass.
he'd be kicking you out the door. That's
We-
how he struck me.
Yeah, no, great point. He was a big time lawyer. I mean, he was
Yeah.
part of Edward Bennett Williams' firm in Washington D.C. I mean,
Yeah.
he was born to be a snake.
We all know those. We all know those people in life.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
they love you when things are high, and the second there's a stumble, they don't even look you in the eye anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Washington D.C. and Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right. So quickly, Joe, Chris Sale, stay or go after this season.
I got the feeling from John Henry's press conference he'll be staying.
Same. Timmy.
I think they're liking what they're seeing physically right now, and they're okay with the shoulder. I think he's staying.
I think Chris Sale, it's still a tryout. We'll see how.
Oh,
he-
yeah.
Oh, obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
If
we'll
he
see.
tails off the second half of the year again, then his price comes down $10 million.
Yeah, if they do the analytics, they're going to wait and want to see.
Yeah.
As
they're
you
gonna
know,
see.
I still want to Gronk him. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but they're not going after
They're
him
not
this
good
year.
enough for that kind of money.
No.
They're not
No,
gonna go
not at
after
$30 million a year.
No.
All right, my boy Xander. There you go. We got, I don't know, like 30 bobbleheads of Xander. Xander, stay or go.
It looks like they want him to stay too. They're negotiating.
It looks like Xander wants to stay. Yeah,
They have Xander at the top of the list right now. Him and Mookie are the two that seem like they really want to keep.
this year.
So Xander stays.
They stay.
You like-
They
you say-
they value him more than I realize they value him. They really value
And they
him.
don't have a shortstop in the system that's any.
Yeah, not that
close to it.
Sanders. He's only an average shortstop.
But I think
below average.
I think
No, he's definitely.
But
average.
his
Below
bat
average.
his bat is way above average.
when you put everything together, and I think he has room to grow too.
Joe, he was batting cleanup. He was
300,
batting
yeah.
cleanup in the World
300
Series.
hitter. Yeah, I know.
I mean, this is a guy that obviously
Yeah.
he's a key guy.
Do you
at
like him?
shortstop.
Do you like him against good pitching? I don't.
No, I like him. I think he battles. And look, he's a clutch guy. He's
Yeah.
a good guy with 2 strikes. He had a great season. Does he have a bigger upside? I think he actually does.
And I think the Red Sox think he does.
I think this
I'd
is
like to see him start to hit more homers. He did hit for power more last
He's
year.
a 30-plus home run guy.
He should
home
be,
run guy.
yes, he
If you
should
look
be.
at him and you in person, he's a big kid.
Is he
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he really is.
How
For-
tall?
especially
How tall
for a
is he?
shortstop.
Well, I don't know. He's got.
He's an A-Rod
He's got to be
size.
about 6'3".
Yeah.
Right?
Is
I
he
would
that
say?
big? I never.
Yeah, he's
I
a
never
big
noticed
kid.
That.
Yeah, and he's filling out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, saw the team picture of the Red Sox. I don't know if you saw this.
No.
They look like a high school, a fun high school team. I mean, these guys really do. I don't want to be, Red Sox propaganda, but they clearly enjoy being around each other, and I think it shows on the field.
Well, the pitching staff just enjoys being with each other. You can tell that all the time. They just always reference each other.
If
everything they
we've
do.
all been on teams that have won, and we've all been on teams that have lost. When it's winning, everyone's buddies.
Yeah.
When things go south a little bit, we'll see.
Yeah, you're right, because we really didn't have any adversity
No.
the whole season.
What they have 1 3-game
Yeah.
losing
Let's
streak?
see how they're doing after 7 loss.
Yeah,
little,
right, exactly.
Trick, how buddy they are.
Yeah, if they start pointing fingers.
That's a great point. All right, the whole 3-catcher controversy, it's not a controversy.
Sandy's
I've
on his
already
way out.
announced Sandy Leone is gone. He's statistically one of the worst hitters in baseball.
He is the worst.
Right, exactly. He's a nice catcher, but the fact is that you don't even need catchers to be that great anymore because
Yeah.
nobody steals any bases anymore.
But no one, he's not only the worst hitter in baseball, no one else is even close.
Yes. Wow.
Because the second worst is 100 times better than him.
So what's going to happen is if there's a team during the course of spring training, Timmy, who gets an injury to a catcher, they might give us something for Sandy Leone. Otherwise, they cut him.
Absolutely, yeah. He's, Sandy, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, the player to be named later type deal.
Cora's the best manager for Red Sox fans. He actually said, I'm not carrying 3 catches.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God! Literally, since Doc Rivers has this been as much fun, and you've been getting as much inside information on the team and what the.
Can you imagine Bill Belichick telling you
Yeah, right.
I'm going
how
to
many
Flo-
tight ends he was going to carry?
I'm going to Florida next week. I'm really hoping to
Up to
switch
Fort Myers?
over to Fort. No, going to Fort Lauderdale, but I'm hoping to maybe zip across the state
You'll be on
over.
the show next Friday.
I guess not. Breaking news.
Oh, Rick.
No, this Friday?
Next Friday.
Oh, jeez, I'm already sad, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All those senior women in the nursing home who watch, the eye candy won't be here.
All those beautiful young women at the greatest bar will be very
Yeah,
sad.
right. Machado signs for $300 million. So Mookie Betts
good for him.
Mookie Betts knows he's making at least
$320.
$25 million a year, right?
He's clearly a better player.
No, $30 million a year. So yeah, he's making 30, right? So you figure Mookie Betts 35 gets it done.
I would say if they offered him $320 right now, he should sign it. And if he doesn't, he's a damn fool.
Yeah, right.
Because the free agent market, we just don't, even though this contract just happened, I mean, we don't, it could go even worse for the players.
Yeah, right. And then if Machado ends up being a failed deal early
gotta
on.
be. He's not gonna sell
But I'm
tickets.
saying early on, all of a sudden, if Mookie Betts thinks he's getting that, but another team gets burned on a big contract, he may not even
It
get
only takes
$300
one
million.
idiot, and that was the Padres.
Yep.
Right? They're so stupid to do
They're
this
not going to
contract.
sell tickets. No one goes to games.
He
in San
won't be in a
Diego
Padres
anyways.
uniform in 2 years.
So I have some inside information because, as you know, we're Brooklynites here. That Craig Kimbrell is still renting here.
Oh, still
in Brookline. Okay.
All right, let's tell the fans this. If he signs for $17.5 million with the luxury tax, it really costs the Red Sox $30 million.
He might not be signing for that.
And he wouldn't be
There's
signing.
no way he's going to sign.
No, but I'm
for
saying,
that. Yeah.
I know that the owner said that it's not happening. Most likely, it's not happening.
Yeah.
All I'm saying
He
is
said flat out,
he's still
no.
renting in Brookline. I'm just.
I don't
saying
see
that.
the Red Sox giving him more than $10 million right now.
No, I don't think so at this point.
I think 2 years, $20 million would be a very fair contract for both sides.
But it's kind of, after he refused 17 for one.
I know.
He guessed wrong. He
17
guessed
and a
wrong.
half for one.
He
too.
guessed wrong.
All right, finally, boys, spring training games are going to start soon. In fact, we're playing Northeastern, I think, to tomorrow or the next day. Will you watch any spring training games?
Yeah.
You watch them?
I'm not going to watch 9 innings. No.
But you watch some of the
A couple
games.
innings.
You
Yeah.
watch some of the
I'll
games?
watch just to get me in the mood. Just
Yeah,
like
right.
amorous, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. With the lighting and stuff.
Well, I think
yeah,
first
right.
Bostonians in these cruel winters that we suffered through, it gives hope. It's like a ray of sunshine at the end of the hall. You know what I mean?
Well, Fort Lauderdale might do that for you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can't believe you're leaving us for a week. I'm so sad. All right, we're going to the New England Patriots. And
Super Bowl winning.
the rumors this week, and then the Patriots were aggressive in trying to trade for one Odell Beckham. I don't know what aggressive means. I don't know. Were they calling him up every day and just being a pain in the butt where all of a sudden, you know...
Nick
you're-
Cassero just kept hitting redial.
Yeah, right, with the Giants blocking the calls. It's
You know-
like,
you
boy, how serious do you think
You know
this
what's
was?
funny? The Giants, it's like we've all had a girlfriend you're really not sure about, and all of a sudden your buddy starts talking to her. And all of a sudden she gets better looking to you. That's what happened with Beckham and the Giants.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the Patriots are calling.
Yeah, right.
They're like, oh.
The Patriots have tried to get in.
Yeah,
on-
right, yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
All of a sudden they're like, oh, Odell, come back here. We really like you again. You know what I mean?
The Patriots have tried to get
That's a
in
great
on
point.
every big wide receiver over the last couple of years.
They're all
They've tried them
gunshot.
all, and they haven't been able to connect. They
You know,
got the retread in Gordon.
So,
You know,
but if
they
that's
tried
true, Joe-
Cook, they tried Cooks. It didn't work.
But, Joe, if that's true, and we always talk about salary cap issues, well, obviously they must have thought they had plenty of room in
The cap is crap. You can always find a. You know, it's a matter of
What-
does Bob Kraft want to pay it or not?
you saw the state of the Patriots. We went out and got Josh Gordon. They were looking for a legit wide receiver this year for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They knew the hole that they had.
But
And we
they
still
ended up
won the-
winning without him.
We won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think that we all knew that they didn't have anyone
Yeah.
who could like catch a pass over 25 yards.
But they're
I
not
think-
paying Odell Beckham $17 million to play
Sure they
wide
will.
receiver. You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's that good and worth that?
They'll cut Gronkowski.
Oh, my God.
And if you don't think Bill Belichick won't, he will.
No, I
It's
agree.
a $12 million cap hit for about a $4 million player right now, you know?
All right, so running backs, we're all set, boys. We are all set. I can't. With Sony, Rex, James White, and Devlin.
What about the guy there, the first string starter this year?
You know what's gonna happen?
Hill?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that-
I don't see him.
But he was
coming
the
back.
starting running. Belichick will draft the running back in the first round. Watch.
No,
No.
no.
But I mean,
no, no.
I mean, like with the way he drafts, nothing would surprise me.
It would seem with
Oh, he's going.
I know. He's
it would
going
seem with-
tight
it
end.
would
He's going
seem
tight
with
end.
12 draft picks. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
not drafting 12 players.
But-
that if he really did want to get a quarterback, that he'll try to go up in the draft in the first round to get somebody.
They're talking about a kid who they might have their eyes on.
That kid from Duke?
The kid from Duke, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Is that just?
Yeah, you know, a lot of times it's smoke and mirrors. He tells everyone he's looking for. Like,
Or his
remember
agent.
poor Josh? He's whining dining Tebow. Josh thinks he's going to take Tebow, so Josh grabs Tebow and blows his number 1 draft pick in the first
The
year.
hat,
I
the hat is
got the
back.
hat because the hat's back. And this
What?
is
The hat is
yeah,
back.
you know, this Boston sports meme's back. and
missed
this
the
is
hat.
because of Timmy. He missed it so much that I bring it. So I'm just going to come back.
We have a segment of the
I'm
show
telling-
now called Scotty's Absurd Predictions.
All right, here we go.
The Swami.
The next starting quarterback for the New England Patriots, once Tom Brady retires, will be Josh Rosen from Arizona. The
Oh, I can see that.
Kingsbury will draft Kyler Murray at number 1. He will then trade Rosen to the New England Patriots
For 2.
for the number 1 for the 32nd pick and probably maybe a 3. Yeah, maybe 2.
Now,
of the
where
three.
was he picked Was he picked in the top 5?
Rosen was
Yeah.
top 5, right?
Yeah,
UCLA.
top
I mean, that's taking a lot of egg on the face if you're Arizona.
yeah.
But I
No,
can see,
but-
that's not as absurd as most of your predictions.
No, but
This
you got a
one
new-
could
you have a-
actually possibly happen.
But you have a new coach, and then you'd have a new quarterback.
Yeah, so he
coming
doesn't
in.
have to eat that egg, I guess.
But also, it's
Yeah.
Arizona. Like,
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
3 fans,
Yeah.
right?
But Kingsbury might be just, they have that number 1 pick. They might be saying, "Oh, we want this quarterback," so that everyone will have to trade up if they want the.
I'm watching a lot of draftniks this week, and they're just saying 5'9" is just too short for Kyler Murray. They're just saying, love him.
Doug
If
Flutie
he was 5'11",
did nothing but win.
Yes.
Is he
If
really
was
5'9"?
He's 5'9".
What's Russell Wilson? He's not too tall.
He's taller than
5'11".
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said if he was 5'11", yes. 5'9", no.
Because
And that's why we're not taking
Yeah.
him. There you go.
I said don't draft Flutie, but all he did was win in the NFL. Every time in the CFL, he's like the greatest of all time.
But
up
Flutie
there.
wasn't
wasn't
taking you
much
to
of
a
an
Super
NFL
Bowl, though. He
quarterback.
wasn't taking you to a Super
No,
Bowl.
but he was a winner.
he was
Yeah,
a
but
winner, but
he's not going to. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with.
no.
No.
And that's
he
what
couldn't
we
get
win here, Joe, is Super Bowls. All right, Trent Brown is gone. He said this week that he's the best tackle in football.
He could be
So
right.
He's gone, but so Trey Flowers will be here.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Wait,
think,
this isn't the right hat. These predictions are usually insane.
You're supposed to be saying with
You're-
authority.
You're actually
I'm just
speaking
getting- I'm easing
rationally.
back into
No, maybe
I'm
if
easing
Sam.
it.
You're speaking rationally. Oh, you're building up to the absurd.
All right. So Rob Gronkowski will play
Yes.
this year. Absolutely. All right. Do you agree with that?
I'm not so sure. For who?
What's that?
Oh.
Oh wow! Joe has him going to. You have him going somewhere
He's a
else.
$12 million cap hit if he plays for the Patriots next year. He is not worth $12 million to Bill Belichick. He's not worth $12 million to Bob Kraft. He's not even worth $12 million
Wow,
to
Listen,
now
he
that-
could have
no,
taken. He could have taken
wow,
a
you
trade
want the
last
hat?
year. He could have taken a trade last year and got all the money he wanted. I think the money. I think he's all set financially. I think he wants. If he's going to continue to play football, it's going to be catching passes from Tom
Yeah,
Brady
that doesn't help his
and no
Q
other
rating.
team.
He doesn't help his
Oh,
Q
I
rating to
know.
go play for
No,
Cincinnati,
no.
Joe.
But he'd have to
David
take a
Heck-
pick.
Check that coffee for booze.
Supposedly,
Check that cup.
Supposedly, he
I hope it has
says
been.
he's got every nickel he's ever made from.
I know he's no dummy when it comes to a dollar. I'll tell
He's
you
got
that.
every nickel
Oh yeah,
he's ever been
he was
paid.
He was raised correctly. He's no dummy with
So
the
do
dollar.
you, right?
Yeah, it went right down the tubes.
My ex-bartender's driving around with all my money.
Yeah.
All right, we're
They're
gonna
all
actually,
driving Bentleys.
All right, wait, we're gonna go through the smoke and mirrors. We're gonna talk about the Bruins to end it. Bruins have had a 6-game winning streak, right? I ask you, Bruins and just made a deal today.
Who they give up?
They gave up Ryan Donato. They did give up. And good for Ryan Donato. I'm a good friend
All
of
right,
the
so-
Donato family. Good luck to Ryan. Needed a change
So
of
who they
scenery.
acquire?
Charlie Coyle, who was a very good player, Weymouth kid, local kid, played at BU briefly. He's a first-line center out in Minnesota.
Was that straight up 1-1?
Straight up, I believe. I mean, the deal literally just happened as we were
Yeah.
sitting
That's
down
breaking
here.
news.
Breaking
In the
news.
Grandstanders Live desk.
So he's a first-line center, which is too much to expect out of Charlie Coyle in Minnesota. He'll be a great third-line center here. And good luck to Ryan Donato.
Can he play the wing? Can he play the right?
He's a center. We need a third-line center. That's what he's going to be.
Okay.
Well, they have the second best record in the conference. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Lightning are just out of their minds
out of
right
their
now.
minds, yeah.
So if you get the Lightning, somehow get them eliminated before facing the Bruins have a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Only if Tuukka Rask gets hit by a car or something, because we're going nowhere with Tuukka
Well,
Rask.
what about it? Well, we did beat the Capitals this year.
He's not
Okay,
my
I'm
guy.
going to ask rabid Bruin fan Tim Hoey, is hating Tuukka Rask part of being a Bruins fan?
I don't enjoy hating anybody, but my hatred builds when I watch the other goalie make 10 fantastic saves, and they come down and they take a shot from the frickin' top of the circle, and they beat him because he doesn't have his angle right.
Yeah.
He drives me crazy.
Or he kicks it in himself.
Oh, my God. There's something missing in his personality. I'm not a
He
fan.
needs his back against the wall, or else he doesn't play.
When I go to the game, I'm praying he's not in the net.
All right, well, boys, that's our 200th show.
Woo!
Wow. Want to thank the fellas. Want to thank everyone behind the scenes. Of course, Handsome Todd and William the intern. Please check us out on our website at thegrandstanders.com and tune in on Friday night at 9 o'clock on Dirty Water TV, dirtymedia.com for Friday Night Live. We had 2,200 views on Facebook last week. So this show is crushing the competition. My name is Scott Kerman. Have a great and happy night. I'm Scott Kerman. Have a great and happy night. The elephants are in town.
Here comes the circus.